It's happened. The big news is out. Marc Marquez is leaving Honda at the end of the season. His agreement with Honda has been terminated a year earlier, and Marquez will be on a different motorcycle next season. So where does that leave the former world champion? Can he regain that world title on another machine? And where does it leave Honda? Hello and a warm welcome to MotoGP Guru. Well, we were going to talk about Indonesia. We're going to talk about Indonesia, but the big news has finally been announced. Marc Marquez is leaving Honda. Where does that leave Honda and where does that leave Marc Marquez? Well, to discuss that, Matt Burt, I've been going to escape really because Matt at least won't be going on how many more Guru points he's got than me because of the news. And a warm welcome to Lucy Widodo, of course, in Jakarta. Looking forward to the Indonesian Grand Prix and the implications of the news that came yesterday. Let's start with Bertie. It's happened, Bertie.
Do you know what, Nick? It's been something that we've kind of been suspecting now, isn't it, for a good number of weeks. There's been incessant speculation and gossip about Marc finally deciding to leave Honda. But even when the news dropped, I think it was still a big shock, because I think, Marc and Honda just seem intrinsically linked, don't they, for so many years. And this is one of the biggest stories, I think, that's happened in my time in the paddock. I've been there nearly 30 years. And in fact, I don't think it's an exaggeration to think that this is one of the biggest stories in MotoGP history, because Marc leaving the factory Honda team, there's no confirmation yet of where he's going, but this is a massive story. The implication's huge for Marc, the implication's huge for Honda. It does not get any bigger than this.
Did he have to leave, Lucy? Do you feel that he felt that if he had any chance of retaining that world championship, regaining the world championship, he had to change teams?
I think so, because I saw his Instagram post after the announcement is made yesterday, and then it's kind of heartbroken to read what he wrote. He said that if I have 5 days of climbing Mount Everest, and then suddenly I get the offer that I can do the climbing in just 3 days, I have to take it. So he said that he took the decision by head, not by heart, and it's hard for him because he's all alone.
Shows really Honda in a very difficult light.
Marc Marquez, you can't replace him. He is irreplaceable. So which Honda turn to now? There's talk that, of course, Johan Zarco's contracted to LCR Honda. Will he be then parachuting now into Repsol Honda to join Joan Mir? Does that open the door for Jake Dixon or Fabio Di Antonio to go to LCR? Iker Lecuona maybe coming over from World Superbikes, but you can't sugarcoat this. It's been a disaster for Honda. They've been humiliated. They've been humbled. They are one of the most successful manufacturers in Grand Prix history, but they have to try and find some way of saving face now, because, as you mentioned, Nick, to lose their talisman, their superstar rider, Marc Marquez, this is just nothing short of a nightmare scenario for HRC.
And Lucy, we don't know, nothing confirmed where he's going, but can he win back that world title on another machine?
I think so. We're talking about Marc Marquez. I mean, I always say that he's superhuman. I mean, his ability to, every time his saves are remarkable, right? Every time he's going to lose the front, Oh no, he saved it. So I think it's going to be a good opportunity for us to see, will the great Marc Marquez able to conquer another factory bike or maybe satellite bike? I don't know.
Boy, what a world championship.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, I think after 14 races, the closest championship we've had in about 30 years. If you go all the way back to the historic first Tissot Sprint, Nick, in Portugal, Paco Bagnaia won, Jorge Martin second. There were 3 points covering them on Saturday night in Portimao. Fast forward now 13 sprints and 14 Grand Prix, and it's still the exact same gap between them. It's an intriguing battle. Pecco is the reigning world champion, trying to chase history as the first Ducati rider to retain the championship, but boy, is he under big pressure right now. We're going to find out just how much Pecco could handle this pressure, because Jorge Martinez is putting him under siege right now, isn't he? Jorge's in great form, trying to be the first independent rider in MotoGP to win the championship. 6 rounds left, 12 races. You're not going to want to miss a single lap of any of them, because I think this could be going all the way down to the final lap in Valencia in late November, which will be absolutely fantastic for all of us, fantastic for the fans in particular.
And Lucy, second ever Grand Prix in Indonesia. Through a lot of hard work by a lot of people, including yourself. MotoGP in your part of the world is so popular, isn't it?
I know, and as you can see in social media, I think many of Moto2 riders and MotoGP riders, they're already in Bali. I think they have quite a bit of vacation before they went to Mandalika in the upcoming days. Probably next week, they will be leaving to Mandalika. So I think many Indonesian fans, I also heard the Maverick Vinales grandstand in Mandalika sold out by today. And also, the Ducati grandstand is also sold out.
Let's have a go for Indonesia. So I think we're going to start with my prediction. So, I've really stuck my neck out this week. Look, Jorge Martin for pole, the sprint for Pecco Bagnaia, the race for Pecco Bagnaia, and Miguel Oliveira, who won the race last year, albeit in the wet conditions, the most overtakes. That's going to get me a lot of points, but I suspect Bertie and probably Lucy have got very much the same ones. Come on then, Lucy. Let's have a look at what you predicted.
Okay, so these are my predictions. I picked Jorge Martin for pole and double win, Pecco Bagnaia sprint and race, and for the comeback, Fabio Quartararo. He is on the podium last year, and I think I think he's going to struggle too, but since he is going to, I don't know, hopefully he can start from Q2 directly, but I think he's going to pull some magic here, I think.
Right, then on to the man that's got double my points. He hasn't reminded us yet. He probably will.
Okay, so I've got Marco Becky for pole position. The sprint win, Jorge Martin. He's won the last 3 sprints. He's red hot on Super Saturdays. But I think Pecco Bagnaia will fight back on Sunday and keep the World Championship League going to Australia. And Fabio Quartararo, I'm going with Lucy as well, because I think Fabio's had his qualifying issues this year. He's going to have to do a lot of work to come through the pack. But I think Fabio will be the comeback king of Mandalika.
Indonesia coming up. The big news is Marc Marquez is leaving Honda. So what has he got? 6 rides left for Honda. That would be an interesting 6 rides. Where is he going to go to? We're going to find out very soon indeed. Many thanks to Lucy and Matt. Enjoy yourselves in Indonesia.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. Bye.
So sign up to MotoGPGuru.com. Take on your friends, make those predictions, and win those incredible MotoGP prizes. Indonesia next up.